My name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for over 10 years. So here on my channel, I talk about being a fashion designer, starting a fashion business, starting a clothing brand, starting a ready-to-wear business, all things fashion, and sometimes, once in a while, I talk about my life. So here in today's video, I'm actually answering a subscriber's question. I don't even know if she's a subscriber, but she sent me a question on Instagram. I can't really remember her name. It's been a while, like about a month ago. And I promised that I was going to do a video to answer her question because I'm sure there are other people that have the same questions as well on how to go about certain things, basically. And I've been really busy and I've not been able to make the video until today. So basically her question was, I didn't write it somewhere but I can remember. So basically she has a fashion business that she has started. She works a corporate job or works a 9 to 5 basically. And she has a fashion business that she has started. She makes clothes, she makes I think ready to wear clothing. And she hasn't told anyone in her office that she has a side business that is a fashion business, but she wears her pieces, her designs to the office, and people tend to like them. But people ask her that, where did you get it? And she's not able to answer them properly. So she's asking if she should tell them she has a side business, that she has a clothing line that she has on the side, that apart from her main job that she does. And she asks, what did I do when I was in the same position? So the thing is, there is no exact answer. There's no right or wrong answer to answer the question. But I will just share with you from my own personal experience. I'm sure there are other people who also have jobs, who are working 9 to 5 jobs, and they have fashion businesses that they run or they're about to start, and they're not really sure if they should let people in their office or in their organization know. So basically, when I started my fashion business, I was working a corporate job. I worked in a financial institution, and I had just had a baby then. And I just thought to myself, you know, this is what I want to do. I think this is where my passion lies, you know. And judging from where I was working, it was a very, should I say, toxic environment. It wasn't really like a toxic environment per se, but I had a very horrible boss. I had a really horrible boss. She was very horrible. Like, not to everybody, but she was horrible to everybody, but I was the main target. She didn't like me whatsoever. So everyone walked on eggshells around her. Even my bosses, who my superiors, who were, you know, her subordinates, they also walked on eggshells around her. I didn't like her. She didn't like me. She made my life a living hell. And yes, it was bad. So when I started, I said to myself, you know, I don't know where this is going. I'm not sure of exactly what it is I'm doing, but I know that this is what I want to do. I started very small and I just watched how things would go. I didn't want a situation whereby I would tell people in my office that I started a fashion business and things didn't work out. I didn't want a situation where I tell people that I had a fashion business and it would get back to her and she would even make my life even worse. I didn't want a situation where you know, I'll start this fashion business and people will start saying, well, I got it anyway within my family, even though I didn't get it from work, but I got it within my family. Let's go and start fashion. Does it pay? Can you earn a living? Can you take care of your child? Can you this? Can you that? Everybody's sewing. Everybody's a fashion designer. Everybody is this. Everybody is that. I didn't want anybody to discourage me, so I kept my mouth shut. Even when I was resigning and I had to submit my resignation to HR, when I was asked at my resignation interview, my excuse was that my daughter wasn't feeling well. She was hospitalized for a month, which was true anyway, and I needed to go and take care of her, and I couldn't do the job anymore because even the job was physically demanding. It was like really long hours, and when I say long hours, I mean long hours, long hours. You know, I worked in the foreign operations of the institution, so we had to send money at, you know, maybe they're trading in Hong Kong, or Hong Kong is on, they're awake when. So that was my excuse, and it was fair enough because I had actually taken time off after my daughter was born to attend to her. So I took 1 month without pay. So they knew that my excuse was genuine to leave my organization. But in my own heart, in my own mind, I was going to face my business that I had started months before. I was going to go and face it squarely. So on my last day, I went to some of my colleagues and I told them that, see, today is my last day. And they're like, oh, blah, 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 we'll miss you, blah, 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 blah. And when I said to maybe about 2 or 3 people, and I said, you know, I started a fashion business and I'm going to go and face it squarely. 2 of them were like, oh, wow, really? Oh, But one person, not a female, a male for that matter, very surprising, went and he just turned and walked away. And I'm like, thank God, I didn't even tell people. I didn't even tell anybody. So I went to go and do my business, and here I am today, years later. So the thing is, you telling your colleagues or people in your office, whether you tell people in your office that you have a clothing business, a fashion business on the side that you run, is up to you. It's up to you to figure that out. You have to observe, you know, what your office dynamic is like. You need to observe the kind of people you work with to know if they're the kind of people to share that kind of information with. It's really, really up to you, because the thing is that you can't stop people from talking. And if you don't want people to talk, then you don't give them what to talk about. So I hope my answer to your question is helpful, and for those who are also struggling with the same question as well, you know, I hope this, you know, helps out a little bit. So this video is short. If you enjoyed watching my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. So I'll see you soon. Bye.